First thing off the back is you want to make sure you do an introduction. So, hey, this is Ron and we buy houses. How may I help you?
Yeah, it doesn't get more clear than that. The next step is you want to set the expectations.
When I'm asking for permission, I'll ask to see if they have 5-10 minutes.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sales with Jay and Ron.
Yep, where we are turning script readers into pro salespeople.
All right, guys, today's topic, it's a fun one. The first 60 seconds of an incoming call.
Yes, so just to make sure we set the right tone, right? So it is somebody that is calling you. You're not reaching out to them, right? So something that's outbound is something like cold calling. Something inbound will be something like direct mail. Let's say you send someone a text message and then they called you. Right. So it's how are you going to handle the first 60 seconds of an incoming call? First thing off the back is you want to make sure you do an introduction. So mine is very straightforward. I tell them who I am and what I do instantly. Hey, this is Ron and we buy houses. How may I help you? There's no more like, do I have the right number? Is this are these people, but do these people buy houses? Yes. My name is Ron and this is what I do. We buy houses. How may I help you? We're jumping right into it. That's always how I want to set the expectation of a call, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it doesn't get more clear than that. The next step is you want to set the expectations. So after I say, hey, I'm Jay, we buy houses, not sure if now's a good time. Usually I have a 5-10 minute conversation about the property to see if we can actually be a good fit for you.
Yeah, guys. The reason why you want to say that is sometimes we'll get, hey, actually, I'm actually running around. I don't have, I only have 30 seconds on me. Guess what? That's when you're going to stop right there and be like, hey, in order to see if I can even buy your house or even talk about the next steps, I do need 5 to 10. And hey, it's clear you're not, you don't have time now. That's okay. How about I give you a call after 5? Yeah, that's great. Perfect.
And another term for that is just setting an advanced agreement. That's pretty much what you're doing with the seller. You guys are going to acknowledge that this is the expectation of how this call is going to go. And then you're going to make sure that happens. And what you're doing is you're getting permission from that seller. Yeah. If you don't get permission, it's hard for you to take that next step and then say a hiccup happens and they get annoyed. There's nothing to go back to because they didn't know what they were expecting. So once you set that expectation of how this call is going to go and they say, yes, Jay, yes, Ron, I do have 5 or 10 minutes. Then if any point during the call they seem like they're rushing or not interested, you just be like, hey, I asked you before if now's a good time that you're actually interested. Am I missing something? Is there something else I can help you out with? Always go back to that advanced agreement if the conversation isn't flowing the way you need it to.
Yeah. And guys, in terms of getting permission, especially if this person's a little hostile, which can be the case sometimes. When I'm asking for permission, I'll ask to see if they have 5-10 minutes. And then I'll be like, hey, I'm also going to have to ask you a little bit about the property's condition and just your general situation. Would that be okay with you?
That's cold right there.
You want to ask that, right? Because if they say yes and they consent, going back to what Jagger said, then you can go back to it if they get to a point where they're like, whoa, and be like, oh, hey, I'm so sorry. That's why I asked you in the beginning if it's okay. Clearly, I crossed the line and we can stop right here. But in order to see if I can buy your house, I do need to ask you these questions.
And then now the expectation is very clear between you and the seller, guys. This isn't like an unknown game we're trying to play. We want to make sure we lay our cards out on the table so that the seller's guard is down. The last thing we want to do is have them being defensive. We just want them to be open so we can see if we can buy their house. And if not, that's okay. Yeah. So that's why you jump right into temp after that. And that's the time frame, equity, motivation, price of why they're selling. So now we can see if we're a good fit for them. Yep. And that's pretty much the process of the first 60 seconds in a call to the actual call happening.
Yeah, and to learn more about temp after the 60 seconds, just click right here and you'll learn all about it.
Boom.